Well, you know that old saying when we was growing up. The older people say, "Boy, wait till you get my age." You know what I'm talking about. You know where the moans and groans come from.
My name is Hank Green. I'm 82 years old.
My name is Jackie Hudson, born and raised in Warren, Ohio. Born and raised in Warren, Ohio. 68 years old.
Jackie Hudson?
Yeah.
Yeah, now I remember him in high school. I saw him play in high school. He's a good athlete.
Like the traditional kid, it was always football, basketball, track.
Well, I grew up, I loved football from a young age. Uh, I grew up in Cleveland, and Cleveland Browns had some great teams in those years. They won a lot of championships. And I loved the Cleveland Indians, baseball. Uh, and I played baseball in the summer, and yeah, I love those years when I was young, and I still do. To me, at that time, the athletes were someone to look up to. They were good role models for the most part.
I can only speak for me. It was part of getting out of our neighborhood and more or less helping the family to take more of a burden off of them to go to college and get a scholarship because the funds wasn't there for us. A whole lot of African American families at that time. So playing sports was one of the ways to get out, to get a full scholarship to go to college. And it was here because we had scouts from all over the country coming to this Warren, Ohio, to see the athletes here in Warren. I think it's changed a lot because of social media. Back then, we didn't have social media at all, and you didn't get that kind of a lot of negative influence that you have with social media now with kids playing sports, because everybody's a coach today. Back then we listened to the coaches, and we tried to be as disciplined as we can, and we was. Where today, I'm not saying the kids is not disciplined, but there's a lot of outside influences, and inside.
Well, my biggest favorite probably was Jim Brown, played for the Cleveland Browns. He was probably, many consider, the best running back in the history of football. They only played 12 games back in those days, and he had 1,000 yards. He played for 9 years, and he had 1,000 yards every year except for one. He only had 950 or something. He never missed a game. He was never injured, and he was just a heck of an athlete.
For me, it wasn't one person. It was a group of people, because back then, the cause was for all of us. Okay, you had athletes that challenged the system, that went against the system, segregation and all, and they didn't care about their pockets. They cared more so about the movement that was going on at the time, and they was willing to make that sacrifice. If I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. But I'm going to speak my mind, because of what affect them is going to affect me too, because of the color of my skin. So there was a lot of athletes, back then that spoke up and wasn't afraid to speak up like they do now, because today, greed. And don't forget, they can cut you off like they could cut you off like back in the day. But the athletes then didn't care about being cut off or not receiving a paycheck to some degree. Where you have the athletes today, the owners and the establishment, you can only say so much. It's a good question here too. First of all, I didn't work out. I was a natural. Okay, I was a natural athlete and stuff. And basically, me growing up, I listened to jazz, more or less. But we had a. It wasn't a song that pumped me up. It was like a thing that they did. Doom doom, doom doom, doom doom, and I'm like, wow, man, is this crazy? It was nothing to it, but they tried to get you pumped up off of something. But what really got me pumped up was to be the best that I could be that night, to contribute what I could contribute to our team, to win. So what really pumped me up was more or less meditation, concentration, more so than any song or anything else.
Well, in those days, people didn't really have headphones like they do today. Everybody has headphones on, or they have that working on. They didn't have that. They didn't have CD players or any of those kinds of things. But when they came about later, and I'd work out on a treadmill or something, I'd put on music to play. Cassette player or something, songs like Rocky, the Rocky song. I can't think of what's that song. The Eye of the Tiger. That's got some good beat to it, and also a little bit of Bruce Springsteen. Some of his songs maybe. Patrick Mahomes, yeah, he's good. I like him, and. I did like Brady. I thought Tom Brady was a great athlete.
Question number 1. Is it true or false?
I want to be. Okay.
You can write it big and then you erase it.
Okay.
I hope I spelled it right. I don't know.
Correct.
Right?
'74.
Okay. I saw him do it. I was watching that game on TV. Saw that too.
True.
It's true. Or C.
Packers.
A. The Green Bay Packers.
Woo! Where's my Big Mac at? I know it was some kind of prize if you get on 5 right. All right. Discipline. Discipline, discipline, discipline. No matter what you do in life, you have to have discipline and patience. But most of all, you have to have discipline with anything you do in life. And be patient. It's not as bad as you think. Hold your head up and keep moving, keep pushing. Things get better if you keep a PMA, positive mental attitude. My mother, memories. My son, mother, the memories. Keeps me going. Simply because both are not here today, but they in my temple. And as long as they in my temple, that drive is going to keep me going, because I am a reflection of the ladies that was in my life. And I do say ladies, okay? And I always will say that the woman is first. And it's just, my situation is that I'm at this point in my life, I wish they was here to see the progress that I have made personally myself through the knowledge I got from them.
Well, it's important because when you're young, you're at your peak, basically between, I'd say, 20 to 40 is when you're in your peak. And you keep yourself fit then and keep yourself good habits. It will help you later as you start to age and as you slow down more. Get as much sleep as you can when you're young, and exercise on a regular basis. Set something up, and it helps you. It helps keep your mind free also.
Your body is your temple. And as long as you have that temple in your body, you can grow mentally, physically. You can grow, and plus prevention of all the diseases that we have going around now. Your immune system, you got to keep it up so you can fight certain things. I'm not saying it's going to cure everything, but if you keep your body up, what you put in is what you get out of your body. And I'm not saying being a vegetarian, I'm not saying eat a lot of meat, but whatever you do, you take care of your body. Because prevention is everything. And we don't stress that enough. We always try to cure it when it happened instead of trying to prevent it from happening.
Well, I would say as you grow older, you find out, maybe you're not as agile as you were when you were younger. So you have to work a little harder. You might have a little trouble getting up slower, maybe walking a little slower, but push yourself. Try to do a little bit more. Go out and walk. Try to keep your bones and your muscles active, and just try to keep yourself fit. And it'll help you with some of your health problems, even with the health problems you have. It'll help you to get through them better if you try to work at it.
It's never too late. It's never too late to take care of the body. It's never too late to take care of the body. You just have to keep doing what you're doing. You got to keep moving. You got to keep the blood circulating. Then again, as you get older, the mindset, it gets better. It should get better as you get older.
Yeah, I would say sports is fun. It's a good escape. If you're working and you've had a bad week or a long week and you're tired, watch some sport. It's like watching a good movie. You watch a good movie and a couple of hours time passes, but it relaxes you. Same with sports. You might go to a sporting event and you cheer, you jump up and you yell, and you laugh, and then you have the highs when you do good and lows when you're not doing good. And it gets the heart beating too. Last week I was watching Ohio State Penn State game, and the game started out and Ohio State was losing 10-0. Well, I was a little nervous before the game, and I was really nervous then. I thought, oh man, we're in trouble here, And then we scored, and Ohio State scored, and then you get feeling good again, and that's what's great about sports.
The episode is good. I mean, it gives me a chance to put myself out there to other people, because there's a lot of people that went through the same thing I went through, and probably going through, the younger kids and all too. Stay focused, have a purpose. I think today, as a group, younger kids don't have the purpose like we had, like my mother group had, like your grandmother had. they had a purpose. You know, whether it was the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, up to today, you got to have a purpose. And stick with a purpose. Okay, I got to give Shades of Yesterday a thumbs up. If you like it, click the like button. All right, the thumbs up button or whatever. See, technology. I'm learning. So, older people, don't be afraid to give the thumbs up and likeness to this set here because it's been very entertaining. And comment down below. You know, please do that because I want to know. Because I want to be able to come back, okay, to the green room. Later. Appreciate y'all tuning in to Shades. See you next time. Peace, love, and love each other. Thank you for tuning in.